ladies and gentlemen, I now request the convener of the second international conference and the vice principal of College of Biomedical Engineering and Applied Sciences, Vishnu Prakash Srivastava, for his welcome speech.
Chief Vice Chancellor of NANS, Professor Dr. Damodar Pokhrel, Vice Chancellor of NAST, Professor Dr. Surendra Raj Kavle, Founder President of Savoy, Mr. Me, Dr. Shipi Sharma, President of Savoy, Mr. Nagesh, President of STERMI, Professor Sampath Kumar, Dean, Institute of Engineering, Dhruvan University, Professor Dr. Bharat Pahari, Dean, Faculty of Science and Technology, Purvanchal University, Professor Dr. Shubhanaran Patak, Dean, Institute of Medicine, Professor Dr. Bimal Kumar Sinha, Chairperson and co-chairs of Scientific Committee, friends from the media, journalists, distinguished speakers, delegates, colleagues, and invitees. And not the least, my dear students, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a great day, and I'm honored to be here welcoming you all to this second international conference on medical materials, devices, and regenerative medicine. And on behalf of all the organizing team and the family of CBs, I'd like to welcome you all here. We are greatly obliged to His Excellency the Vice President of Nepal for sparing some time in this cold morning of Saturday to be with us and inaugurate this conference. Your presence here today has made this conference even more important, Your Excellency. We are equally thankful to all the dignitaries present here today, and especially to the Honorable Minister for Health and Population for accepting our invitation to be the guest of honor. Since last year, when the decision was made in Chennai to hold this conference here in Nepal, the whole family of CBs, especially the organizing committee, secretary, and the team, has worked really hard in preparation for this grand event. We have tried to make this conference very well planned and to make your stay here as comfortable as possible. You will, I hope, forgive us if there are any shortcomings or any human errors. The second conference has drawn delegates from more than 15 countries. In comparison to the first, which had participants from 9 countries, the august and distinguished presence of such renowned personalities of biomedical field here in Nepal is itself a great achievement. I sincerely hope that the papers and posters presented and the deliberations, and more importantly, the interpersonal interactions during these 3 days will bear more fruits in the days to come. Although he personally could not be present, Professor David Williams, President of TERMIS, Tissue Engineering and Regenerative Medicine International Society, has sent us a message of felicitations, but I shall not read it to save time here, but I have to say something. It's published in the book of abstracts, you can go through there. But in his message he has written that steps are being taken where the Council of TERMIS Asia Pacific Continental Chapter will adopt a policy of encouraging the smaller countries across Asia to establish national societies in tissue engineering and regenerative medicine that can be affiliated to the global TERMIS network. I think this will definitely encourage future development in these areas in countries like ours. Your host, CBS, College of Biomedical Engineering and Applied Sciences, is the only institution in Nepal to provide higher education in the field of biomedical engineering under the auspices of Purvanchal University. In a very short period of time, it has gained a lot of respect and importance in the health sector of Nepal. Our graduates are not only working in various health-related areas in the country, thus solving one of the major problems of health sector, but also are performing very well in their further education in reputed universities in the world, including Asia, USA, UK, Belgium, in Europe, you name it, Switzerland, in Singapore. I'm really happy to see one of my graduates here who is now doing PhD in the USA. He'll be presenting his work. there were many like him who wanted to come, but due to perhaps lack of funds, they could not be here. But educating is not the only aim here. The aim is to take the innovations and researches to the industry and finally to the market. In countries like ours, that is the major challenge. Industries do not want to invest in R&D or even take up the challenge or taking up any new inventions. We in CBs are trying to use our local resources like medical herbs to enhance properties of biomaterials involved in implantable devices by using these herbs for reasons that they have been being used for so long by humans. We do not have much time, but still I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Savoy and Sturmy from bringing their annual meeting to Nepal to correspond with this conference. My special thanks to Dr. C.P. Sharma, the founder of these two organizations. I understand he is retiring pretty soon, but I hope he will continue serving to boost our aim of making this world much healthier through research and innovations. Once again, I would like to welcome Your Excellency, Honorable Minister, and all distinguished guests and participants to this inaugural session, and especially all our foreign delegates to Kathmandu, and wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Vice President of Nepal, His Excellency Shri Parmanand Jha, Honorable Minister of Health of Nepal, His Excellency Shri Vidyadhar Malik, all dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Srivastava, friends and students. It is indeed a great honor for me to welcome and thank the Honorable Vice President of Nepal, His Excellency Shri Parmanand Jha, and Honorable Minister of Health of Nepal, His Excellency Shri Vidyadhar Malik, for their kind presence at this occasion in this joint annual meeting of the Society for Biomaterials and Artificial Organs India and the Society for Tissue Engineering and Regenerative Medicine India today at the College of Biomedical Engineering and Applied Sciences, Kathmandu. I also very much appreciate and thank Dr. Srivastava and the members of the organizing committee for making significant efforts to develop an excellent program with high quality scientific contents and very stimulating social events for the conference. Sir, the annual global market of medical devices is about $300 billion. But the joint share of Nepalese and Indian market is only about $6 billion, with no significant share of medical industry from this reason. With this scenario, the role of our organizations, that is SPOI and STERMI, to provide leadership, to promote biomedical technology from concept to commercialization is very much needed. We certainly feel challenges as our population is large and affordability is very low. Optimizing quality with affordability in absence of proper regulatory guidelines, because these guidelines on medical devices doesn't exist still. Now only we are basically trying to develop, makes it even more difficult. Therefore, our efforts to develop and commercialize products and various medical devices are extremely important in this reason. This conference will certainly help bringing international and national scientists and industrialists together to encourage translational research in this region. I wish this conference all the success and enjoyable stay to all the delegates in Kathmandu.